Hi. You know, it really only takes like a couple of moments for you to ruin your entire life. I just watched a body cam footage from Ewu Body Cam called Cop Realizes He Instantly Ruined His Career. And honestly, it's pretty miraculous how any of this even happened. So I'd like you to meet David.
I didn't go that fast.
Hold on, no. I don't need to be here to know. That's the biggest load of bull I've ever heard. You're driving like a dumb.
So David here was visiting his girl's godmother, and the two were actually leaving her house when all of a sudden things go a little cattywampus, and David finds himself rolling down a hill and hitting the side of a house that no one's in except for two small children, but they weren't hurt in any of this, luckily. But what's even crazier than that entire situation in of itself is David's reaction when the cops actually show up.
Are you the driver?
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm good.
Okay. Is there anybody else in the car or anything?
We're good. Just
Who else is in the car, man?
My girl. She's over there with her godmother.
Okay. Did you guys roll over?
Yeah, I was driving and I was trying to back up right there. I got a wallet and I lost control. Swerved and hit this.
Okay. Do you have your license with you?
The driver is identified as 39-year-old David Hodges.
So David here seems really nonchalant for having lost control of his car and crashed into the side of someone's house. I mean, luckily no one here was injured or killed, but this could have gone south so easily. If there were any kids in the house at that point where the car made contact, and if the car went through the house, those kids would be run over, which is terrible. But David's here, he's just trying to play it cool. He's just trying to keep his composure. He's trying to alleviate the situation in front of these officers, but literally none of them are having it.
Man, I love this truck. Oh my God, my baby.
Just relax, all right?
I can't. This is my favorite truck. I messed up my shoes.
Sorry, just relax, okay?
I ain't never ever wrecked in my life. This is my first wreck.
Where were you guys coming from?
I literally just left her house. She left her ID. Backing up. Trying to turn.
Did you go too fast?
Lost control.
Okay.
Hold on there, David, because last time you told the story, you said that you were backing up into a space. So which is it? Were you backing into a space or were you backing up and then turning? Those are two very different motions there, David. You're not keeping your story consistent here. Makes you look like you might be a little drunk. That's called foreshadowing because he is drunk, but we'll get into that a little later. Right now, we need to focus on the fact that this man is a certified yapper. Instead of just keeping quiet and letting the officers come to their own conclusion, David here has to, play this whole act where he's like, oh my God, my car, this is my favorite car. I can't believe this happened to me. Woe is me. You buying this? I don't feel like any of this is genuine. It really just feels like he's playing all of this up in order for sympathy points from the other officers, but none of them are giving it to him. In fact, very soon they pretty much just straight up call him out on his bullshit.
I'm just trying to turn in that street. Boom, drive, go.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, y'all need
That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
I'm talking about driving, about to turn in there. Boom. But how do you think we drink today? Oh.
See, even these guys are fucking on it. They literally had to backtrack his sentence. He's like, I was just trying to back up and leave or something like that. And they were like, hold on, what? Huh? That doesn't make sense. None of them are letting him have this. He's literally talking himself into a corner. This is why you have the right to remain silent, by the way.
Nothing at all? No. I'm backing up. So I'm driving backwards. I'm trying to turn into half mile.
Turn going backwards.
Try to turn going.
You must have been doing it fast. You must have been doing it super fast.
Overdid it.
So according to David's claims here, he says he was backing up and then turned and then lost control of the vehicle. And I think that's corroborated by, these tire marks in the grass. I think we can all kind of put it together that he was backing up on this road right here. He's backing up and then somewhere around here, he turns, but he doesn't slow down. So he just turns, he hits the curb, and now he's rolling back and he keeps rolling until his car gets to the side of this house where it strikes it. Although something that is a mystery to me is the damage to the truck. It's probably not total. I mean, if it just hit a house, the house looks fine. The curb looks fine. The car is the only one that kind of looks fucked up, but it's just the airbags. None of the windows are cracked or nothing. Maybe his car's not total. I mean, maybe it is, but I feel like it'll be fine. If the house is fine, that fucking truck is fine. That truck could take anything. Come on now. So it's interesting that he's trying to play this up as a giant wreck when it's really not that big of a deal. The bigger deal would be if he actually hit somebody, which he thankfully didn't. So, I mean, he should really be thanking his fucking stars. But luckily, we don't even have to speculate because obviously this is a residential area. There were kids outside playing around, so someone saw something, or at least in this case, someone heard something.
Did you guys see the crash or anything?
I was downstairs, and I see them come flying past in reverse. Then I heard a skirt in the pool.
Okay. Yeah, he going up to the bed. He going like jump.
Rolled over?
Yeah.
It looks like you've been in a crash. My phone will trigger emergency SOS if you don't respond.
Coming in and make sure he okay.
So yeah, it seems like pretty straightforward. He was reversing and lost control of the car while reversing somehow. Usually when you're reversing, that doesn't mean the brake stops working. You know, that usually works in both directions. I don't know why all of a sudden he was just reversing uncontrollably. Unless, of course, you know, he's drunk. He also mentioned that his wife was missing her wallet and that she was looking for something or something like that. So my theory is he was backing up and then his wife started doing something. And so instead of driving, his drunk ass literally looked over and was nosy as hell trying to help her. And so he ended up fucking losing control of the vehicle and smashing into that house. There's no evidence to support this except for the witness statements, but there's no hard evidence. There's no camera footage. But I think that's a pretty good theory. But regardless of what we think, or regardless of what actually happened, David here is still going to continue to play the idiot and act like this is all just some sort of accident, even though it's clearly like a drunk person did this shit. Come on now.
Because this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I have never in my life, and that's on me, I've never in my life ever wrecked.
It's extremely reckless in the neighborhood to be driving that way.
I didn't go that fast.
Hold on, no. I don't need to be here to know that's the biggest load of bull I've ever heard.
The officer is completely correct because what the fuck do you mean? Look at this hill. Look at the damages done to this property. It's dirt, but you get what I'm saying. Look at that. That doesn't just happen when you're like slowly making a precise mistake. This isn't like hitting the curb when you make a right turn. Nah, dude, this is fucking backing into someone's house because you were drunk as hell. You could have literally killed someone if there was anybody out here. And the officer literally tells him as much.
Look at this for a minute and with a straight face say, I was going to reasonable speed.
No, I
No.
give you 100%. I was like,
You're driving like a dumb is what you were doing.
and
You're lucky you didn't kill no one, is what you are.
The owner of the home David struck wasn't there at the time of the crash, but 2 children were inside the house. Luckily, neither were harmed.
Did you show someone a badge? You a cop? You a firefighter?
Sheriff badge. I mean,
You're a sheriff deputy?
David is a deputy at the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
Then you know better.
This officer's really laying it on thick, and he only starts laying it on thicker when he realizes that David over here is actually a cop as well. So now it's not just a cop talking to a drunk guy. It's a cop talking to a fellow cop about how he should know better. And now there are layers to David's embarrassment because now he's not only drunk in front of all of these people in this neighborhood, in front of his girl's godmother's house, and now they all know him and this incident, and they're going to remember this. But now also all of his peers have showed up, and they're all judging him too. So this is pretty much a double whammy for David right here. He might be trying to play this a little too casually, in my opinion.
sir, when I say literally, I'm not doing nothing stupid.
No, you were doing something stupid.
No, you are stupid.
You were doing something fucking stupid.
I literally never did this in my life.
I question your judgment as an officer. Yeah, you are.
I don't need to straight. She's a nurse.
No, you need to drive straight is what you need to do.
I do.
In reasonable speed. Had you hit a kid, you'd be just going to jail.
But I've never been in that accident.
I look at this and I question you should probably go to jail anyways.
Why would I go?
For reckless driving.
Like I said, I drive carefully. I got 3 kids. I know how to drive carefully. I don't do nothing stupid. I literally.
Well, today's the first.
This is my first. This is my love.
All right, let me save you the yap fest over here because literally no one gives a fuck about David's relationship with his truck. Okay, I think that David here might be drunker than he realizes because he's playing it up way too much. Okay, he can't just sit there and accept what he did. He has to be like, no, I'm actually a good driver usually. This is just the one time that I fucked up. I can't believe this is the one time I fucked up. I never fuck up. I'm a smart person. I never fuck up ever. Come on, guys. Come on, you believe me, right? The officer's like, dude, just take accountability, man. You did this this. You fucked up. It's over. Anyway, so once David stopped yapping here, another officer walks up and he takes him over to his car where he starts questioning him away from everything else. But for some fucking reason, David still plays dumb as if nobody has eyes and can see that clearly he's drunk as hell driving a car and crashed into a house.
Hey, so obviously I know you've been drinking today. I can smell it on you.
You know what?
Alcohol. Smelling your breath. You want to tell me how much you had to drink today?
Sir, when I say I ain't been drinking to do this,
I want you to listen to me, okay? The way you answer these questions from now on is going to determine what happens from this point forward. So I need you to be honest with me. Do you understand?
sir, to be drinking to do this, I would never wreck my car.
I'm asking you how much you had to drink today.
He's dodging the question. He's literally like, sir, if I were drinking, how could I have done that to my car? It's like, are you stupid? Yes. I would also like to point out that every time it looks like he's fucking about to fall over from being too drunk, he kind of just starts kicking his feet. He's like moving around a lot to make it look like he's sober, but he's totally drunk. He's totally drunk.
Only thing that I drank last night with her.
Okay. So when's the last time you had a drink?
I drank last night with her.
When's the last time you had a drink? What time?
Last night?
What time?
It had to be like 2 in the morning.
If David is being honest, since it's now just after 5 p.m., over 15 hours have passed since he claims he last had a drink.
Thanks, you body cam narrator guy. And now I'm going to look up how long alcohol stays in your system. And by look up how long alcohol stays in your system, I mean I'm going to ask ChatGPT. How long does alcohol stay in your system? Okay, that wasn't a good question. I don't like this answer. It says alcohol stays in your blood for about 6 to 12 hours, and it can be detected on a breathalyzer for 24 hours, which we will see in a bit. He gets breathalyzed. We'll get to that. Hold your horses. But I want to know, how long do you stay drunk for? 2 to 6 hours. And this is like, and it depends on how much you drink, your body weight, and how fat, and your metabolism rate. Yeah, I know that. Can you tell that I'm not a drinker? I just don't like it. I don't know. I kind of prefer having control of my body at all times. It's fine. People do it. I just don't like it. Anyway, so based off of all of this, either he really isn't drunk and he's just probably hungover. This was a hungover crash instead of a drunk crash. Or he's lying about when the last time he had a drink was, which honestly I could see it going either way at this point.
How much did you drink?
We drunk.
Like falling down drunk?
Her head drunk. She's still drunk. Went home, came back, and I was good. But I'm not.
I'm going to ask you to take a PBT test. You have the right to refuse if you want to. At the end of the day, understand where we go from there is up to you.
I just want to be legit.
I get that.
When I say I'm good, like I'm literally good.
Are you willing to take a PBT?
I'll take whatever you want me to take.
So David here agrees to take a PBD test, which I think is a preliminary drug test. They're going to breathalyze him. But David's going to play games. He's a cop. He knows he's drunk, one. And B, he knows that the breathalyzer is going to show that he's drunk. And he's a cop. So he knows how a breathalyzer works. So obviously he's going to fuck around and try to, stall for as long as he can. But before we get into that, we got an interview from his girl that we get to look at now. And his girl isn't really helpful here, obviously. She doesn't want her boyfriend to go to jail. But she does kind of give a little insight as to what could have possibly distracted David while he was driving in reverse.
He was up there, but he backed up. But I was also in my in my wallet, trying to make sure I didn't actually see my ID in there, but I didn't see it.
Okay.
And then next thing I know, when I looked up, I felt the car rolling.
Okay.
Well, the airbag came out.
What am I missing here? Because just driving backwards and going back, it doesn't result into this. Like
Nothing. We was fine. I mean, we didn't argue. We didn't nothing, but we don't never. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like, because I've been fine. He was fine.
I mean, he's obviously not fine.
I mean, he wasn't like irrational when he came to give me or arguing or anything with that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, he was fine. I don't know, officer. I have no clue. I don't know. What do you want from me? I don't know. I was just in the car with him. I don't know. I hope nobody in this family plays poker because all of these people have terrible poker faces. I swear to God. She's literally sitting here giggling and she's like, I don't know. I don't know. But she's cleared. They let her go. And then they take David down to the station where they conduct the breathalyzer test. But David is not complying, and he's pretending as if he doesn't know how a breathalyzer works. You know, he's out here doing weak ass breaths, playing around on the officer's time.
All right, deep breath and go. Blow harder, 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 harder. Keep on. No, you're not blowing hard enough. Deep breath in and blow. Blow hard. There you go. Keep going, 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 keep going.
Please do not watch this part of the video without video, because without video, out of context, it sounds terrible. Blow harder, harder, harder. Come on, keep blowing. Man, I'm so immature.
Too hard.
After 4 more tries, the officer has had enough.
We're gonna head back to station, man. Just gonna hang up.
For real?
Yep, for real.
Why?
You know why.
I'm not drunk. I'm literally good.
You're not under arrest right now. We're gonna take you back to a chemical test, okay?
However, even once they're at the station, David continues to have trouble.
Deep breath, tight seal, blow until tight, stop. Go, go. Oop, stop. Stop. So you kind of blew and then you stopped. You got to keep
blew, I stopped.
Yes. Playing the game. You got 3 pills. You've been trying to do that. Yeah. So hey, David. I want to be clear about this. So obviously we kind of went through this. You've done these tests before. You've been through the academy, right?
No, I haven't done this ever.
Okay. Either way, Sergeant Heine has done a lot of these. He's able to explain the test to you in a way that you can understand it. Obviously, if you fail to follow instructions properly, it looks like you're more intoxicated than what you actually are, right?
All right, so after all that bullshitting around, eventually they do end up getting readings from the PPT. And as it turns out, the one that they did on the scene actually did give a reading. It gave a reading of 0.122, which is double the legal limit, I think, which is 0.6, right?
Well over the .08.
Oh, the limit is 0.08. But, you know, it's still higher than the legal limit. So he's confirmed that he's drunk, at least from the one on scene. But then the one that they do at the station gives an actual higher reading, which is 0.13. A little higher, but around the same ballpark, right? Maybe scientists out there, please let me know if I'm wrong. Basically, with those 2 tests, they confirmed that he was in fact drunk.
Dang, from last night? Ooh.
And David still wants to play dumb. Yeah, from last night? That's crazy. He's still gonna stick to that story, I guess. ChatGPT told me that the alcohol can stay in your bloodstream for 24 hours. Maybe he's not drunk. Maybe he's just hungover. Who knows? But anyway, David's life is pretty much fucked after this. So he was charged with a DWI/DUI/OWI/ACE of 0.8 or more, which is he was driving drunk. That's what all of those acronyms all basically mean. I don't know why they have 4 different acronyms for driving under the influence. And then he was also charged with endangering a person because his girl was in the car, and then also reckless driving at high/low speed, property damage, all of which were misdemeanors. Unfortunately for David, he also lost his job at the sheriff's office because of this incident.
News sources state that following his arrest, David was terminated from the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
So, I mean, unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. You drive drunk, can't be a cop. Even though none of these are felonies. Maybe the actual reason he got fired is because of the way he acted. Maybe if he had owned up to it in the first place and been like, yeah, I fucked up, guys. I fucked up. I was a little drunk. I overestimated my own abilities and I ended up, you know, crashing into a house. That's my bad. That's my bad. I take full responsibility. I'm sorry. Maybe he still have his job, but the way he played it here, playing dumb, fucking, you know, getting this higher than thou attitude. Like, I never fuck up. I am a good driver. I would never do this. Come on, guys. But you believe it, right? Maybe they were like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be a cop. Either way, his life is pretty much ruined because of this one incident. So it really goes to show you should never drive drunk. It literally could ruin your life and the lives of other people, because who's to say you don't kill someone when you do it? But yeah, that's the story of David and how he fucked up his entire life over, you know, backing up. I guess. I don't know. I really don't understand how any of this even happened, really. It seems like he just, you know, drove drunk, and that's where it ends. Unfortunate, but deserved. I'd say justice was dispensed here. But let's see what the comments have to say, shall we? I hate when I'm backing into a parking spot at 80 miles an hour and roll my car. Happens all the time. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's crazy when you're backing up so fast that you literally lose control of the car and run into a house, but it happens, right? If this guy has been through it, it happens to David. It's got to be a regular occurrence, right? He's only concerned about his vehicle, doesn't care about anything else, not the homeowner's house or the kids that were inside. That, well, I mean, to be fair, he probably didn't know there were kids inside. They only determined that once he crashed. Or do you think the kids walked outside after they heard the crash? Or were they just in the house scared as fuck, thinking the apocalypse had happened? Do you think they got Zathored? They heard a loud fucking bang and they just think they're in the middle middle of space now. And I don't really think he was concerned about his vehicle. Like I said, I don't think the vehicle was really total. I think the vehicle was fine. Like crashing into a house in reverse down a hill is not gonna like fucking total your car. It's just gonna probably break something. It might not even do that. It was a truck. So I mean, his car is probably fine, and he knows it's probably fine. He was just trying to be dramatic in order to seem more sympathetic for the officers, and it didn't work. It didn't work either way. So when he said, "This is my love," I was shocked when he said his truck and not his girlfriend who was in the truck when it rolled. I'm like, bro, are you for real? People love their trucks, man. I probably do believe he loves that truck more than he loves his girl. I'm just saying. That's not his wife. That's his girl. I do believe that he loves the truck a little bit more. I'm just saying. Plus, trucks are expensive. You seen them prices? Well, now he doesn't have a job either. So yeah, he probably is a little concerned about the car now that I think about it. Oh well, sucks to suck, I guess. But that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your viewership. It means the world. Please subscribe because it's almost 2026 and I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. So close to please like and subscribe, please. You're the best. I love you. But thank you for watching. That's the end of the video. I'm gonna leave now. Goodbye.